What's up, everybody? This is Shantae, aka 40 Tay, with my man.
Okay.
Hey, we have a topic. It's called You Have to Rewind Time to Strengthen the Mind. What I mean by that is that some of my subscribers have a mental illness, and you have to have determination to be able to survive with a mental illness. And to my subscribers who are out there that are just subscribing because you have a loved one or just somebody that you care about and has a mental illness, well, I wanted to go back to when I was in school. um, I went to a SED school, severely emotionally disturbed, in Pompano Beach, Florida. And I got robbed of my education because a SED school, they could put their hands on you, they can restrain you, they can Baker Act you, because I was just so out of control. But I had to go back in time when I was in school because now I'm going to go get my high school diploma. And I had to remember how, before I was traumatized, how focused I was on just getting stuff done, just having determination. And determination can turn into discrimination. And that way, the way I got discriminated is unfortunately, most of the kids that were in that school were black or Indian. They weren't white, and I had to learn to camouflage. And that doing that camouflage, the brothers and the sisters and everybody in the school, except for not except, but everybody in the school, even white people, didn't accept me, and I felt discriminated because I'm like, I'm no different than you. What is the problem? You have a diagnosis because you have to go see a psychologist to be able to go to this school. It's not just a school that you can just sign up for and go. And I learned that determination can give you drive for me to finish my education. And I had to rewind back time to where I could remember where I was determined. I've always been a very determined person, whether if it's good or bad. I just, if I want it, I get it. Just like I wanted him, I snatched him up. You know what I mean? Like, I get what I want, but it's all on God's timing, not my timing. And that's what I think of it as, this topic. You have to rewind time to strengthen your mind. I had to go back to when I was in middle school and, further up to the future for me to get my high school diploma or GED. So that's how that applies to me. How does it apply to you, baby?
Well, a little bit before I went to New York, about 3 months ago, I rewinded time because even though I heard it was very different due to the pandemic, I saw a whole lot that I remembered, to the point where the pandemic didn't, I hardly even noticed it in August, 1st through 10th to be exact. So we don't get any confusions of how things work in New York for all those who've been there recently or are still out there. So a lot of my childhood was coming back, a lot of my teenhood, and I just remembered how easy things were or could be, depending on how I reverted back to them. And I came to Florida, and before I knew it, the way I strengthened my mind was that fast-paced type of style that I see in Manhattan all the time, or just the cities in general, where kids are hustling and they're not taking breaks off. Adults, it's just constant fast pace. And I incorporated that into my work environment. And sure enough, I definitely can say that it's made a significant change and difference in how I see things and view things. Also, I would say that just changing just certain foods that I had in the past that really made things homey and stuff, certain attitudes that I encountered. Not always bad, but good for the most part. Um, and just certain, I guess you could say, artistic ideas or creativity that I may have had in New York that I took a little bit of that similar, not just mindset, but work ethic. And some things I would get in New York, I would think, okay, what out here can I get that kind of reminds me of it, or that I would find in New York that would make me a little comfy. And I don't want this to be confused like I want to move back to New York. I love it out in Florida. New York is, my past. But it's not just a vacation for me, it's not just a past for me. It is a mind strengthener for me because it reminds me how I came up and that there's still a bunch of people just like me. They were here before me, they'll be here after me, and there's some in my class as well that aren't even friends or that I may not know. And that helps me a lot today. So I guess this is a way of me saying thanks, Mom and Dad, for booking my plane ticket. And hopefully I have many more mind openers like that.
Hopefully, I'll be able to go to New York with you and actually get to see where you grew up.
I hope so too, hon. Okay, guys. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, and my phrase or sentence for the day is, "You don't owe anybody debt."
Yes.
So you take that with a grain of salt or whatever you want to do it, but you really don't owe anybody debt. So this is Shantae.
Jay.
We're out.
One love.